And we are streaming Tiles and Confusion for the 3rd of February 2023. Hope we're all doing well. I am a little tired, but generally happy to be playing some more Mahjong. We did have some midweek shenanigans as well, where, yeah, I called a Ryuiso. It was a Ryuiso. I dealt into what I think is only the second Yakuman I've dealt into on stream. And one of those was a summon again, so I can kind of ignore that. And it was also strictly on somebody else's stream. But hey. Oh dear, we have 3 people currently, and it's the same 3 people we had last week, so I'm hoping that's not a going to be a repeating problem, but we'll give it a few moments and see. Worst comes to it, I at least have some non-Mahjong Soul background music going on, so there's that. Oh, but yeah. Quite aside from anything else, I really want to get this 434 off of this darn. I want to replace this 434 with another, even worse record. But unfortunately, there have to be games for that. Lost 3 Ryuiso because I waited on the wrong side. Ooh, I mean, to be fair, Dragon Honitsu is not a bad hand by any stretch, but yeah. You know, I basically worked out that I couldn't see any dragons. I had a safe tile actually. Could have discarded at the same time as he'd called to 6s. I had the 4th 6. Could have played that and still had a closed Tenpai. But no, I wanted the pin through. I wanted the value. I was in last place. I was going to go for the hand regardless. But I saw a couple of pair of 2s. So saw the 6. All the 8s were done. Obviously doesn't matter for Ryuiso in particular. But I was just, yeah, risked the tile and dealt in. So, yay. Fun. But no, I had some good games, and obviously getting back into sort of ranked Tenho and getting more used to the speed and things. And also just getting some of these only games in for the time being, because there's not much point in playing Hanchans while I'm not getting a benefit out of it, points-wise. But I mean, it's one of the 6-tile Yakumans. There's a few of those. But the fact, if you have to only have 6 tiles, you know, to get anywhere with it, it's awkward. I mean, even All Honors requires 7. So you got options there. Never fear, Aegon is in fact here. Okay, so we do in theory have a 4th player. That's fine, we can get rid of this. But we might have an event happening here. I bring up the table, which is exactly the same as it was last week, because nobody else turned up. Glare at all of you, except Rumi and Prospero, because I know they turned up. So, Aegon, if you can pull off a 45-point win, you will do two things. Firstly, it'll be the first time you've hit triple digits. So, great celebrations there. But also, you score a 45-point win, and I'm not going to help you do this. I just would like to see it happen, but I'm not going to help you. You get a 45-point win, you are actually top of the table. I will officially update the scoreboard if that happens. Alright. We have Prospero, we have Rumi, we have Aegon, we have myself, random seat. Good luck all. We begin. Also, here's where I find out I didn't actually turn off the Riichi BGMs. The music, which you aren't going to be hearing for very much longer, is actually my sort of June weird, ephemeral-y, ambient-y music. I call it my June playlist because I got a load of these for when we're having June for background noises during Tabletop Simulator. And obviously it's a weird, ephemeral, spacey game, so I got that sort of music. But it works for you know, other tabletop games as well, so I kept using it. And honestly, the last stream I basically had the 3 or 4 intro tunes for Mahjong Soul going on, and honestly I should have just turned it off entirely and just listened to my own voice, but you know, some background music is probably better than none. At least while I have the license for it, which I might not have for very much longer, but at least I've got it for now. Indeed. I mean, to be fair, I had some good games on Wednesday, but I also dealt into a Ryuiso, so again, my luck's all over the place. The hand's not bad though, so I should be okay with this. But can Aegon topple Draconis off the top spot? 45-point win is all he needs. We have a Khan, but we're not going to take it. Actually, no, you saw those, actually. I remember. We might have a Sanshiku chance, but I don't think we'll go for that. We'll just... Yeah. Call for Tenpai.
Long.
1,000 points to become the dealer. So this should be reasonably useful. If we draw an early 6, this hand is off to the races, but... It's not always a helpful thing, but... So Cheeto is an option here, which we might consider, but I think honestly 6 in, take the Pinfu, it's probably better. Wrong 6. It's the only 6 we didn't need. So he has to potentially discard 2/5, but... Okay, missing a number of outs for that, but it should be okay. Alright, let's go with this. We're definitely going into more of a Cheeto route, but we can always call things if we want to and go for Toy Toy and just have a Tanya.
Boom.
Alright, now we need to be cautious. Alright, what do we see from Aegon? Don't see any 2s on the table. Don't see any 3s on the table. How much do I really fear this is the question at this point. If 2 passes...
Boom. Boom.
So we're showing Tanya Toy Toy. Actually, we're in pretty much the exact same way, just Tanya versus that. So he technically had the one additional winner. Got the value out of it. We remain second, but Egan doing the job at the moment. Obviously, he doesn't have enough points to do that right now. This is an abysmal start. But let's see. Peregrine's helps. Might decide to cut these, even though it's got the Dora connection in. Might get our redraw because of West. Alright, double Yakuhai and Dora. There's some merit to keeping the 8 here over this, but since we've got a double, I guess I'll think about. I don't know. I'm keeping red as a safe for the moment.
Boom.
Got a Yakuhai. Now it's just a case of call what we can. Hope Prospero is not on some form of Sozu. Wait. Oof. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Well, we're safe on the first discard, safe on the second discard against Aegon. And still with an in. We don't have a backup pair for getting a second Yakuhai out of this, but we'll see. Half Suji if we want to play the 2-man. Got to be concerned about what Prospero's up to as well with that a little bit. Yeah, I need the 2 safe tiles right now. We're not the dealer, so it's not the end of the world if we fail to get anything out of this. Okay, it was cheap. It was cheap and just replaces position with position. We remain second. Okay, Dora triplet seconds and a pair of Easts. This is reasonable. If we draw something connected to the Forso, we're in business, and this can potentially be very quick. 5 is not a bad draw at all. Four is not a bad draw at all. You have East into a Dora wait at the moment as an option. Love to pair the 4 up, but a 3 or a 5 so right now. You can just risk Dora and go for this if it comes up. I don't know.
Riichi.
No, we hit the pin foo. Well, the non-foo actually, but you know. So reach him 1. Another toy-ish hand from Aegon. Not Tango toy, which is fine. He's the dealer. Entitled going for cheap hands at this stage. Definitely toy though, based on the 5-6 discarded, and that's the call. But no, he's conned into my reach, which we're not going to object to. He has gotten himself into the door of 4, which, you know, we could object to here after the reach. Is there... No. Atanehane hasn't been a rule for a while. I approve of it, but most people have generally decided that they hate it, so... There are reasons to have Atanehane, but not in this position. Not in a general game, I guess, is what's been decided. Anyway, Prospero calling here... With all the frees done, he's got to have 4s or he's not really... Oh, that's really annoying. Be past it, thankfully. That was one of the last remaining ones it could be, really, but... Right, the 2s are walled off. We get a second dragon that was in the wall. One more draw. East pass. Aegon's risking something. Didn't get it. It's possibly going to be a Haite. He is not. Closed 6 versus a pin 2 weight, but he'd have the Dora. Again, they had to be out of that hand for a lot of ways. But fine, draw established. We now have a tie there. I've obviously reached 6, so that's why I'm below at the moment. Alright, let's see if we can do something with this one. Again, the first big hand is going to determine where the game goes, and it's still East 4. There is no advantage, really. 700 over starting is not a significant lead. It is enough to win, actually, because we no longer need to have the 30k requirement. There's no West round either, so... Alright, trade East Red for some numerical tiles and see if we can get this to Pinfu. If you're going to discard early Dora, that's going to happen. Alright, Aegon with Dora free is the dealer. I'll play the 7 now because it's going to be risky later. I think we might be okay playing the 7 against him next round if we need to, but again, drawing anything middle Manzu just gives us more than doing that, so we'll play a very early one, so we can hope he doesn't want anything TSO related, but who knows. Green should be safe later into the game, so we're going to actually do that. So Toy are free, or bonus tile, which could be white. That's what we were after. So 3614 for Pinfu. And of course, people start playing my winners the turn before I hit that. Oh dear. have to be very careful about what Aegon's doing. Okay. So I have 2 definitely safe tiles now. Well, single weight exclusive, they're safe tiles. So I'm okay with holding on to the chance of just getting that green. And he can Senpai that way. White would be the one tile I did not want to discard in this position. But somebody else has taken that plunge, so I don't have to now. So it's got to be Toy Toy. And you're defending against Toy Toy by discarding what's on the table. Heh. It'd been nice to have gotten a turn before he did that, but oh well. That is the worst thing I could have seen. Oh, this game is not with me. Okay. This game is not with me. Okay. I said Burst Big Hand's gonna question it, but it's fine. At the very least, I'm safe. I can just play green, and I'm gonna have a safe tile in those 2 tiles to get there. That's not something that concerns me. But Egan is still throwing Malmsies against this. This feels really bad. So I've got a pair of 5s. There's one there. I don't think Egan wants it. Okay. Single weight on the 7. I think I was held because of fear of Aegon rather than out of any tactics, but I have to assume Rumi was on something. Well, that's the first big hand, so that settles where the game is. We're into South round. 3rd place, 800 behind Aegon, 10,000 behind the current dealer. I like the rule. It's a rule that makes sense to me, and obviously I know the counter argument is how horrible is it when your big hand is killed by 1,000 points. You know, I get that frustration, but to me, dealing into multiple hands is one of the worst feelings, and it's just, you know, I'd rather avoid that. But again, I put it on offer, and that's what they decided. I did turn the triple rule on, so if your discard deals into all 3 players simultaneously, then it is a draw. Because I think that the one time that happens would amuse me far more than generate far more salt than the millions of times the Atanahane rule comes into play. There are reasons for it, and obviously when we play Washizu, we always play Atanahane, but that's kind of in keeping with that rule set. Anyway, so our hand is kind of devalued a little bit here, but we definitely have a path to just take a Tanyo here. You know, if we can stop drawing on our tiles. I'll reach from the lead. Some definite things going on here. I'm half expecting Rumi to play another East, in truth, but if he's not, then Interesting. Alright, Aegon picks up his big win, so yeah, problems brewing. Yep, picks up the Mahjong. Takes the lead, and now it's my dealer turn. I need to do something with it. But Aegon, I think, is in position. At this stage, I just need to get a hand together, in truth, so I'm not going to worry too much about getting the Mahjong value right now, but extra Dora helps. Yeah, that's fine. We see 2 easts. The only hand I've won this game has been a 1,000 point Tanyo Nomi, but even Karo. Yeah, I'll play South now because otherwise it's going to be a problem later. Okay, double Dora. Tanyo it is. Riichi it is. Interesting. What do I do here? Play the 5-man out, keep that shape, and go this way. Yeah. Riichi Dora 2 as dealer. Mahjong to take the lead again. Very few Pinsy tiles played thus far. Yeah, we can follow up that. Doesn't. It potentially adds Tanya. Which also means I could potentially call the 2-man. That would call the 2-man in this position. Okay, 1-man call. He's only paid a 7. He could be going for Honitsu. Would love a 6-pin from you here, Prospero, just saying. Well, I'll just take one myself. We got the reach, so we might as well take that extra one.
Riichi.
Right, reach Tanyo Dora 2. Or reach Dora 2. Kanjan? Ah, Chakan, no.
Riichi.
Okay, room is on. Yeah, Aegon would count that 1 in a heartbeat if he got it, so that's just something to be aware of. Sumo.
Sumo. ごめんなさい.
Yeah, before I hadn't seen Kairo's comment just there, but yeah, absolutely. If yeah, Kairo, Aegon was always counting that 1 if he got it. But dealer Mahjong. Unfortunately, we're denying Aegon his chance to be top. Taking the win at the moment. He might still manage it. He's played reasonably well. I was like, I'd love him to take the lead, but you know, we're not going to help him. Alright, possible Itsu, but we probably would take 2 Dora over the Itsu anyway. Same value after all. Oh, wow. This is a monster hand, actually, in terms of how quick this has come. Okay, come on, free man. I mean, free man gives us the pair weight, which I almost prefer this early. It gives us... Ipeco Tora 2. This is just... Yeah, we're going out with this. It is Vidora Indicator. There are only 2 of these left. But Tenpai on turn 3 with 2 Dora. See, maybe that's an argument for not having the calls on. Because I could have called that 2-man, gone into a 8-9 pair weight, but... which would have given me more outs. Well, now I just need to draw that 7. A Riichi of unknown value here. I'm going to fold against Rumi at the moment. Well, pass fold. We'll see. I've got the value here, so I think I'm fine. Agen's still pushing, so he's got to go for things. Ultimately, mean though it is to say, I think our plan is let Rumi win and take points off the other 2. I would argue that Agen is doing the scariest thing right now. Just... oh dear. Oh, we get some Dora. I mean, if he's Tenpai, both of those cards are valid. I'm going to say that for him. I don't know if he's Tenpai. I hope he is. Because if so, both of those cards absolutely are valid. But... oh, he's put the pressure on himself. And then just... alright, so I can safety to... Rumi, which is probably what I want to do here. Actually, 9 should be safe. This is true, but equally this is a... oh, I finally got that 7 after all that time. I gave up the Ipeco and finally hit that. Oh, dear. How much have I thrown this hand away, and how good could it have been if I'd have decided to stick it? But, you know. Such is Mahjong, but... oh, I'm going to follow that if it's just getting out of this. One safe against both. There was a marginal chance of Prospero, but I think I'll take that. We got 9 for the last tire, which I think should be fine. So we'll take it. Actually, I got 6, so which should be safer, depending. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm leading. I can afford to not have this hand. It's fine. What are we waiting on? 4-7. 4-7 No Yaku, wait. That was far too reckless, Aegon. Far too reckless. Okay. I mean, I'm out of my dealer turn. I'm in the lead. I've got... It's disappointing to lose the hand on basis, but could not have dealt into any of that reliably. Especially as it was the Ipatsu as well with a 2-pin at that point, and, you know... Again, I think my strategy is valid. Just stay out of it, let the other two deal in. I can play safe. I'm not going to go before I have the white at this stage. I have no reason to push. It's only a 1200 gap, but I am still in the lead. Mind you, actually, there's enough points there at this stage. Also, just heard my cat, did not see my cat. I will have to go feed them after this game, so... Alright, this time I'll take it. So here I have two options. I can either cut the Dragon's 9 and go for Tanyo, or I can get this white eventually. Not Tournement, not at that point, from memory. You have to read back and check the actual position, but I had that 2-pin as the option. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, 9's dropped. Clearly we're pushing Tanya now.
Riichi です。
The 8's basically walled off here. We could potentially force 9. 5 has played literally the turn before. It's a half CG. Well, prepare for the first end trap.
Boom.
Do we make the 6 pass against Aegon at this point? Probably not. Rumi had the feel of a call to Tenpai, so I think we're having a repeat here. Hey, I was wrong. 6 would have gone. Well, Aegon getting the Tenpai and me not means he will take the lead again from this. Alright, 800 down. Any win gets me over there. There's 2,900 in the pot at the moment. Which doesn't mean I have to worry about losing a position to Prospero, depending on how this goes. But any win will do. Can we draw a pair of souths before I have to gamble things? Not yet. Alright, let's gamble that now. Maybe disappointing, but I feel his hand is probably going to be more Tanya than it is going to be anything else. He's an outside shot of Sanchku, of course, but... Okay, a couple of pairs. So we get rid of 197, and then hopefully that is enough.
G.
Seeing that 6-man would make me extremely happy.
Boom.
There is a risk of dealing into Prospero here, but I think I've got to take it on balance.
G. Boom.
Yes, once again doing this trick of reaching on a single weight, but alas, it was a Waldorf 4, so I can't complain too much of that. 4,000 points, though, is not impossible for us. I don't think, unless Aiden can pull off a big win here, though, he can get himself up to the 45 he needs. He will get over 100 points, though. Unless a disaster occurs. Him dealing into me for 3,000 points, for example. Alright, Sanchku, Tanyo. Seems like enough. He wants 45 because... well, 45 points because of this. 45 points out of this game puts him top. It's not 45,000 necessarily, but, you know, plus 45. In fact, actually, because he's leading, that would effectively be 45,000 points, yeah. So he needs to deal a Mungan here. Of course, possible. Wins don't end the game, so... Alright, Sanchku, I was kind of half thinking about Itsu, but actually Sanchku might happen, depending. If we get the 8 side of things, although 8s are disappearing. Reach Sanchku gets us there. Reach Tampin gets us there. One down. How amazing would an 8-pin draw be right now?
G.
Open, this isn't going to be enough. But then the draw state. Now, actually, it doesn't even. Well, I mean, draw state could matter here. Draw state could actually decide this. Oh yeah. Which repeats, and I'm not. If that does happen, it's still advantageous for him. It boosts his gap a little bit. Yeah, we need that 8-pin. Sanchikyu, Tanyo, Dora. That's 3. And that would be enough.
G.
Well, we need a 5, but we have Sanchikyu and Dora. I think a freehand sumo is enough, surely. Wrong 5. But Aigen's got a hand.
Long.
I don't think that's enough from Rumi though.
Tanyo, 3色同春。Dora.
Again, A position, but Aigen takes the lead, takes the win. Okay, tight win. Aigen gets it. I was relying on Sumo to overtake there. You do, but you are not top yet. I said I would update the table with this one, so bear with me 2 moments. Also, yeah, 16-1. 16.8. 1 for Prospero. Negative 50. Did. Okay, so obviously positions to stand. Aigen needs 12 points. Draconis is still in the lead, but Aigen now has a win percentage of 42%. So huzzah! All right, I am going to have to go feed the cats. So if people do want to jump in for a game, which I'll do some background commentary on, then that's fine. If not, we'll see. Otherwise, you just have to wait here 5 minutes for things to happen. Feed those cats. I will feed those cats. I'm not feed. I mean, see if the game's going to start. Yeah. Currently, sending Legius and Prospero in. I'll give it a minute or 2. I mean, some cats can be fussy. Mine aren't, especially, but let's just have a look through this. So, which one was this? Was the Mad Khan heavy game, wasn't it? Yeah, this is the Mad Khan heavy game. So obviously, mostly interested from Aigen's perspective here a little bit, and just seeing the consecration. So I think 9 and holding 1 back. Yeah, this could be Chancer. In fact, actually, Chancer's a reasonable shout from this position, at least in terms of something to go for. But I mean, actually, at this point, you'd have dealt in with the 7 to cut that, so you were, yeah, fortunate, because I was in a very early tempi here. And then you drew that to help. I mean, at the moment, you're still building to it. It's not a great hand, but obviously now you're trying to defend against that by... I mean, 1's out, so that's fine. Pair of 7s, so now you're possibly switching that up. Yeah, I mean, I get you not wanting to discard the 7s, but in terms of committing to Yaku you have available, you kind of were forcing yourself into that. Which is why I don't like Toy Toy a lot of the time. This was kind of mentioned when I did the Tenho stream on Wednesday. This is one of the reasons I don't like Toy Toy hands unless I have a really clear backup option. And this is your double Khan because you decided to screw it. Actually, this has worked out really well for you, weirdly. You then discarded the wrong thing. You probably should have discarded 6 and just committed or done something, but... yeah. So I've obviously been out of this hand for a while. I'm just skipping through now for the rest of this. Obviously, Prospero's coming back into it. Does hit his own Tenpai. Dragon just waiting on incidental things. I'm just playing safe about what people discard. Aegon finally hits Tenpai, but it is just a Tenpai for the sake of it, which this late in the game is fine. And I'm just skimming around safe tiles. Okay, I kind of understand how you were going with that. I can't be massively overly critical. Obviously, I just saw this hand at the end and thought you'd gone a bit crazy with it, but I could see the logic somewhat. The cards might have been a bit early. In fact, might have even been worth discarding those, but again, that's me looking back on it. All right, we still only have 2 people in position, so you are going to have to just wait for me to get back. I will be back as soon as I can to, yeah, once I've fed those cats, so bear with. Okay, I have returned. I am just going to quickly read through back through the chat. Feed those cats. Doorbell-based strategy. It does work. Honestly, it does. Okay. Let's see what we got queued. We have Legius, Prospero, Aegon, and myself. So Aegon, 12 points required. A good second place will put you top of the table. So, we all ready? Then let us begin. My job is just to keep the points I've got here. Honestly, I would kill for a top 2 position in this game. But hey, let's see. Let's see what we can manage. Also, Aegon's climbing. Has Aegon been Novice 2 for... I'd have to look into this, but when did he get Novice 2? Anyway, we're going to start with East. I know I play Sama occasionally, so I've kept a half eye on that, but he might be trying to take this game seriously. Dragon. I don't know if I get Honitsu with this. I kind of thought no initially, but... On History and Soul. Oh, don't get him started on that again. I mean, I like a good light opera, but you know. Alright, we'll probably have... I probably should have discarded Dora over the 8 there, but we'll do it next turn. Okay, so we got potentially Ipeiko. If we can luck into drawing a 5-so here, I'd actually love to take Ipeiko... Ipeiko pin Fudora. Oh, Ipeiko pin 2 anyway. Okay, no 5s for me then. You can also pair up the 7 pin to do that. We got options either way. Honestly, we draw a 2 pin actually. We have a Sanshku shot here. So Prospero's committed to having what must be Hatsu at this point, given the discards. So Hatsu Nami. Sorry, Haku Nami. Oh, I didn't get the Sanshku. I mean, I'm still kind of happy with this,
Riichi.
so we'll take it. Do you want to give me some low pinsies? Low sosies? Come on. Unfortunately, Aiden called, so unfortunately no Ipatsu, but 39 is 39. Okay. South to start. I mean, I discounted him having Dora, Red Dora at that point, but he might have had them. I decided to not call initially. I'm gonna go a bit greedy here and go for the Sanshku here. It might not happen, but we might as well lean into both the Itsu and the Sanshku while we have the shot. So, closed versus edge weights being the thing. I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but we'll keep the side that gives the option going for a turn here at this point. You can still draw 4 potentially and go that way round, that way round. was something we needed. Maybe I should have even taken that. Depends how committed I am to this Sanshku idea, but Sanshku is only really valuable if you get it completed yourself. Okay. Well, ignore that plan. Just wishing I'd taken that too, I guess, now. Although I wouldn't have drawn that free in that case, so, you know. Now we can go for it. 5 or 8, so ideally didn't happen. Well, 2 mana is the ideal, but, you know. I know the limits of my luck occasionally. Right, Eigen on Hatsu Honitsu. And I've got to play free, so have I? Okay. I appeared as Macbeth. That's what I was concerned about, actually. Eigen does love his toy hands, and honestly, Dora Free is enough of a reason to be doing them. Oh. That was a rough discard for 1,000 points. I mean, obviously it worked out for Legius. Yeah, that looks rough for 1,000 points, though. Guess he viewed it as safe enough, or he had Eigen on. I mean, I had Eigen on a Honitsu potentially, but instinctual read rather than a calculated one, I think, on my end. I'm going to be perfectly honest, but didn't want to throw the door there. Alright. So a small lead against the 2 chasers, and the hand is pretty decent. We'll take our free draw. Alright, 6 out Tenpai. I doubt this is going to concern people, at least Legius really, because he can read this as a probably low value thing. They might read it as Honitsu with a 5 discard from that, but I was about to say, Sensus have been so cheap on this board, though. reasonably confident something would happen. Alright, pair of Yakuhai and a really strong opening hand. Good initial draw. Yeah, my luck's in. It's not showing high value stuff, but it is in. Do I keep that? I'm hoping to pair the Wests up, well, triplet the Wests up at some point. So, yeah, we'll go this way around. So,
Boom.
it's fine. I'm not going to throw the pair at this point. I'm just going to... But my thought process there was, dear God, I should have gone Cheetoy. But, you know. Alright, Tenpai, 5-9.
Ahara. Wrong. Sure.
As mentioned, my luck is in, but I'm only scoring 1,000 points a time. Still, I'm above 30,000. I can feel somewhat not at all safe in my position. Alright, Legis' dealer turn. I don't know if we're going for the Honitsu here, but I'm going to at least purge one of these two seats and see what happens. Chancer seems a real stretch here, but...
Riichi.
Well, that is a thing. Well, let's discard the safe tile we know about. So west, south, east, all safe. It's then just a case of can we actually cobble a hand together after this. Hatsu's the question mark, I think, in my mind, but...
Wrong.
yeah. There was a shot of that, but I had two safe tiles.
Riichi. Pifu. Tanyao.
Well, I've lost all the value of my free wins. Sounds good. Alright, let's go. All right, we're gonna stretch the greed a little bit here. Yeah, I should not be playing this way. We'll just carry on. I should just play the green and play on, but. But then, what's greed who are going full greed? Shanten. 7 mana being in a double dragon weights wouldn't be the worst. Got a feeling Prospero's got at least one of my dragon pairs. Yeah, depressingly, that kills my optimal chance here unless I go Chancery on a 7, I guess. But that's still an East round, of course, so... Aggressive wind only playing a live Dora as well in the middle of that, but 1,000 points is 1,000 points. And I was doing about as silly shenanigans. Okay then. One sec. So we have a full set of Souths to start, and obviously a Dora Dragon we can sell ourselves with, but... having the Yakuhai means we've got a lot of leniency to just keep this randomly. Make this Chanter as well, which is not an impossible thing here.
Gee.
Yeah, we'll go this way around rather than that. I know 1-9's already been played, but... we can just do South something.
Boom.
Yeah, this is too greedy. I shouldn't be going this hard for this hand. There now, but if we do get the 9 switch, we'll do it for the extra point of value, but well, this is just a case of is there a South for me to draw? Also, I don't want to have calls on because I can, of course, call that last South. Vagan's still going. Does that mean he's got more than one white dragon? Or is he just pushing for the sake of it? Yeah, I'm fully expecting to consider here, but obviously if I do get this, the value is there. Thank you for the extra Dora, sir. So South 2. Well, South 3 effectively when I get this, so let's deal a Mungan.
Come.
Alright, well, we got the payoff. I'd be curious if Aegon did have a pair of whites. That's sort of my assumption based on how that played out, but you never know with Aegon sometimes. Might have to review that South 1 additional. Making a note of myself. This 1-1. Okay. Well, we got 2 Dora in our opening hand here, so let's go South to start. We don't have any Yakuhai, but we can always turn this into something. I don't normally go into the toy, but actually, I'm kind of feeling it here. Yeah, let's. This is aggressive, but let's go for it. I don't think I'm going to get the 2. I shouldn't get the 3, but. I'm 9k up, and it might force somebody to try and rush a quick can to get past me. You never know. And I do know where two of the Dora are, so that helps. Alright, Ishan turn for Toy Toy. There's only 1 5 left, so I'm not assuming I'm going to get that. But yeah, all of these are unlikely, but you know, unlikely, but Aegon's just given us the hand. Alright, we're in. Dora free. What have you got? I got 3 outs that say I get a Hanneman.
No.
That is acceptable. More than happy to give away 1,000 points to prevent something else, and obviously had to be done. Okay, 3 hands to go. And I have a Yakuhai pair. So I'd love Aegon to pick up a few points here. But again, as mentioned, I'm not going to make it easy for him. I'm not just going to give him points. He's got to earn them. But he is. He's earned every point he's got thus far. Okay. For a dealer repeat seems sensible. Appears to be building normally at least based on discards, at least going talent in related stuff, just obviously with a dragon as backup. Making some small progress.
Oh.
We'll take that. We'll isolate the 9s as our pair here. We could potentially still draw a 6 and go that way round, have a close weight on the other one. I'm assuming that way round largely because we've got 2 pins already out. No, I don't see any 6-man. Well, 1 6-man. Okay, we're more likely to draw that than that. Aegon has lucked himself into a Dora 4 hand again. Alright, well, Aegon's got his points. There are 5 Hanneman. Alright, we have a fight on our hands then. I did say I wanted Aegon to get some points. That wasn't going to help him. Everything I said. But I still want to win. CA North, our hand is looking far more likely to just go for Tanya, so that's what we'll aim for. Not going to call things just yet. Alright, let's go Cheetoy. It's not the best, but we'll see. We've played... Yeah, one needs to be fine for a Cheetoy to just go in on, but of course we played it, so... Okay. Double dragon. Shanten. Well, Megan seems to be mirroring my discards, which are mostly planned safe around Legius. Prospero's still showing his Tanpin discards, so we don't have to worry about that just yet. But I wouldn't mind 2 man as a weight actually, but we'll dodge. We have 1 in the 4. T1's gone. And immediate punish. Could have been on a 1-pin wait here. Alright, we're going to play safety here. We're going to, again, do the usual thing of just see what happens. Might lose a few points, but I'd rather lose a few points in draw state than a lot of points trying to overplay something. 2, 2, 2, 2. All the 4 2s are out, so if it's 1, it is a pair weight. We have 2 of them ourselves. But we have the dragon for the moment. Still could hit tempo by the end of this. Okay, 1 player tempo, no change between the 3 of us. That is absolutely A-okay with me. Right, 1,000 points is still the gap as we go into South 3. Any hand will do. And apparently Egan has that exact same thought process. Okay. I mean, quick hand for Tempai is all he really needs. And he might have that, actually. Again, he might have to build things around, but it's still something I've got to think about for the rest of the game. Prosperity, of course, going all in on whatever he can. We'll play our own wind out here. We'll probably keep south until we see somebody else risk it. Yeah, I don't really know what to think about the hand as it currently is. It's just extremely clunky is probably correct here, but I guess we have Backdoor Chitoitsu. 4 is safe in all directions. 3 has been played recently. But Egan is threatening. I could be calling this, but I've no confidence in 7-pin 3, so passing. Either way, that doesn't do anything for the current game state. 1,500 points is not helping Prospero a great deal. So, game spins on. This is an amazing opening hand to just steal Artanio, and exactly what we want. 900 points on the board. We just want to steal this hand. So, yeah, whatever we can do to do it. We'll keep the West, because it's more valuable than the Red on how likely people are to discard it. But yeah, we're just going to go Tanio and just immediately try to end this. Yeah, West. Because now we can draw 7, get that sequence in. We've already got our pair sorted out by going here. So yeah, we're Enchanting on turn 2. 7 or 7, ideally. Do we care about reaching this? I don't think we do. Not this early, anyway. We might reach in a few turns, but... Because, of course, we draw a 2, this immediately improves it to a free-sided weight, and we just go. We draw a free pin, we go into a free 6 weight. Yeah, there's ways this can just improve on us. We're going to reach on the next discard if we don't get something. He says not actually doing it. Oh, there's just so many ways this hand improves itself. Let's see, I draw a 3-6-7. I actually improve it that way round as... not really. Alright, we'll just carry on. Let them overplay and we'll see if we can just snag it. Alright, risky tile finally.
Riichi.
Let's go. Ipatsu 7 man. Perfectly timed as all things must be. Yeah, again, he's gone for 2 really cheap hands when he really needs to be building up a bit more. He's not really doing anything to even help Aegon out a great deal. I'm still 1 hand from just overhauling him because of the point gap here, 1200 in the middle. I lost nothing with that. Again, could have reached earlier, but... Prospero is making slightly more meaningful hands. Again, you can only build what you get, and ultimately you need to get a repeat even if your draws are bad, but he really needs to be crafting hands. But he just keeps open calling things, which again lowers the hand value and means it's easy to read. We're going to go here because if we draw a 5, we immediately can reach on a East 6 weight. Not the best, but you never. Yeah, again. East isn't a bonus tile this time, so if we draw a 5 before that, that would actually help us out a great deal. Ooh, interesting. I don't think it improves matters much. Even getting rid of 6 here doesn't do a lot. No, we'll stick with what we're doing. Doesn't mean now that 3 isn't as helpful, so we probably have to get rid of this regardless. Excellent. That makes this much better now. 5 pin gives us a 3-sided weight, 6 free east. You can potentially even go into the 5-8 weight if we draw that 5 either, so... Closed 5. With 2 Dora. I think we reach regardless this next turn, but let's see. I know where all the value is, and I have it all.
Riichi.
It's a bad reach, but my bad reach has 2 Dora backing it up, so... Question is how many 5s are in people's hands. Okay, so most he's got 1 Dora. So you do trap blade. Wrong 5. Brave you play 5 pin here, but could have been holding on for it. Yeah, I'm concerned about what we're doing with Vegan now. South passes. I survive. No, it's just a case of does Prosper get his win. He did not. Alright, I was hoping to gain a bit more on Aegon there, but that's okay. Difference unchanged. We have a lot of points in the middle. That is 3,500 points in the middle of the board right now. That is any win puts you me above Aegon at this stage. So, yeah, those 1,000 points have not been that great for him. He's the start. It's doable with this hand, but I'm going to have to probably reach with it. If I could replace those 2 draws, I'd love to, but that is not the game we are playing. Okay. So, most likely I'm going to be cutting these 9s in a moment. But I'm going to cut these 9s actually, but I've got connected things here. Good draw. What do I want to do with this? Let's go Maybe I should be cutting the 9s first. 9 weight isn't the best, especially with 2 of them now gone. Yeah, I do not want to be in a pair weight. If I'd have cut the 9, I'd been better off here. But it is fine. Growing a 6-pin fixes everything if I do that, but yeah. Well, we're going to take the Yakulas Tenpai for the moment. One of each. I'm not really confident about going in on 1-1, but we draw 2 middle tiles, preferably Manzu. Or we extend this chain out. Yep, we're on for a 10, but I can see that hell weight here. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. That's what we wanted to see. So I draw any middle Sozi tile that isn't a 4-so specifically. And even if it's a 4-so, we'll probably reach it. Ooh, could reach in the 8 then. So I reach in the 8 pin, I'll go for the more conventional hand here. I've played the 8s. I am looking in so much trouble here, but you know what? I'm actually going to take this. Let's go. Because I've played 8s, I've played 3s, so my middle Sozu improvement plan is really restrictive. Yes, maybe I should have waited for things, but all the 9s are out. Well, 3 of the out. I know where all the 9s are. I've played a 5, so I have a half CG up. Let's see. The only way I can be waiting on 8 man is from doing exactly what I'm doing here, so... At least without being for a 10, anyway. And 8 is Dora, of course. So it's not going to get discarded by anybody. Unless they're feeling especially like they really need to stay in Tenpai, but... If there's one in the wall, you never know. And at the worst, I've just put 4,500 or 4,800 points on offer for the next hand, which is insanity. Nice, serene insanity. Alright, Dragon Call this late in the game is probably for Tenpai, but... I'd say Prosperity will need to call things if he wants to definitely get there. To be fair, Sozu are extremely expensive, so I'm not expecting anything. Last draw then. Actually, no, I have the Haitei draw. No, I lose another 100 points. But, yeah, it's a reasonable haul from him. Doesn't actually change a lot. At least in terms of our positioning. I just lose an extra 1,000 points from reach sticks. Oh dear, 6-3. But he's finally constructed a hand with some value. So 1,800 points in the middle. And again, it's a little awkward for me to actually get any value out of this, especially, but it's doable. That helps. Yeah, we'll keep this on. If I draw a 5, this massively improves this hand. It means I can spend a couple of turns getting rid of a pair. But if I draw a 5 now, I just go into the pair weight at 1-9. Oh, that's not the worst thing in the world, actually. But I need to get rid of one of these anyway, so let's go get rid of this. Again, I know I've got the close weight here, which is technically worse, but either way, in most scenarios, I'm getting rid of a pair. Now, of course, we've got to debate the close weight on the 5, so, or the 2, or the 3-man rather. 2s are walled off. If you draw the 5, this does still improve things here a great deal for us. He's equalised the game and is on 7. That being said, this is a monster hand. And that will put me into the lead as well. Alright. Well, we know what we're going for. We're re-shouting ourselves here, and it's kind of scary that we get this point. Yeah, I don't think this is going to an 8th Homba. Me and Legius are just about to destroy this.
Riichi.
West 2-pin. Ipatsu.
Long.
Riichi Patsu Sha.
Riichi. Ippatsu. Sha.
That gave me 9,500 points because of all the Honda, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, none of it had any value though. None of it had any value, unfortunately. We're not going to call this. It's not great for us to do so, and that means I'm giving up 2 tiles here. We'll just have this 2 safe tiles here. Yeah, it's 2 non-bonus pairs, you say. And we can only be waiting on the north now if it comes to... Yeah, we're probably getting rid of these at some point relatively soon, but... And I'm in here, though. Aegon does need some points. Aegon needs points to go into 2nd place, which I think still puts him in the lead. If Aegon gets a win, I think that's enough. Pair of 6s. Well, that is an extra pair, so we're going to get rid of our Reese's here. No, Legis, you can't crush Aegon's dreams like this. He needs points. Instead, I will crush his dreams.
Long.
Okay. First repeat that I don't care especially about. It's a shame. As I say, iron was reasonable. We can potentially escape with this depending on how fortunate we are. That is the best opening draw I could ask for. I think we might be trying to run away here. Well, admittedly, we only have one call, but you know, it's still fast enough. We can work out. That's a massive improvement. Of course, we have to be cautious about making sure we get the 6, but you know, that's expanded our range of draws. Nine pin does nothing. Yeah, you can now use a 2k hand to get above in position. Well, let's reach. Well, this is Peach or Pinfu, depending now. And honestly, Pinfu is enough, so we don't need to reach. 5858. That's a 2. Alright, south. South and something should do it. No, we can't call that, but it's nice to know we have it. Okay, we're there. Pinfu Nomi. I'd be really disappointed if I ruin Agen's child at this, but let's see. Oh, I might deal in with this. Hold on. Trying to work out if I did deal in, would I still finish first? And I think I would have done, but Dora is 4-pin, of course. So it's not impossible, especially if it is Toy Toy. Ah, Sumo Pinfu, and I apologize, Agen. I did my best to help you out by doing absolutely nothing of the sort. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I won't update the table, but I think you're exactly the same position, sort of position you were last time. 45 off of the top. You didn't, but losing costs points. You lose 25 just for being in last place. And then, of course, it's every 1,000 below, every 100 below that loses you 0.1. Yeah, it was a bit of a long one, that one. But yeah, good game. I didn't mean to go and examine one part of it, so let me just go back and take a thing. So I made a note, South 1-1, because I wanted to check what happened with that. Yeah, so it was this. Obviously, this is the one where I had the dragon for the entirety of the game and just had a problem. No, I could not. So obviously, I'd gone quite deep and early for this and hit Tenpai on turn 5. But what I was curious about what was Agen was up to at this point, because it looked like he had something. And they did. Kind of built up. I was playing a lot of risky tiles to get around this, but... And then this. Tenpai and the White Dragons, which I knew happened, and I just zoomed the last one. Yeah, I knew there was some high value stuff for going around there. Just wanted to have a quick check of that one. As it turns out, probably turning point of the match in a few ways. Oh dear. And then, unfortunately, yeah, as mentioned, Crossbow did have a bunch of repeats here, but none of them were any value except for the one, yeah, except for 5. And basically, all my dealings didn't do a lot in terms of that. I was still kind of leading, I was still managing the gap to him, and the problem was, if you go to South 6 at this point, so having 6 repeats in the middle means it's 1800 points regardless, and the gap 6-3 means I only needed 2 free Han to actually get above Aegon again. So it wasn't doing a lot. It was bringing Prospero into contention, and absolutely, if that's the only thing you can build to, fine. But yeah, he really needed to put some value in, and obviously there were some draws, so there could have been some value in those. In fairness, but yeah, we got the big win early. We were able to just ride that to the end, and unfortunately, Aegon has lost some points. All right. I think I'm going to call that a stream. Thanks for joining me, and next time we will do more stuff things, and at some point midweek I will probably do some more Tenho ranked stuff. So I will look forward to dealing into another rare Yakuman later. Catch you later. Thanks for joining me. Catch you all.